Welcome to this Judaism Teaching and Beliefs revision video about the key moral principles. The information in this video supplements the information you have in your revision guide on pages 55 and 56. The three key moral principles we are looking at in this video are justice, healing the world, or tikkun olam, and kindness to others. You may find it useful if on your revision notes you make a table with three headings and have each one of these as its own separate heading. Underneath, you can then write notes for each of the key moral principles. Jews believe in justice and kindness. Quotes on justice say, "But let justice well up like water, righteousness like an unfailing stream." Quotes on kindness, "You shall not take vengeance or bear grudge against your countrymen. Love your fellow as yourself. The stranger who resides with you shall be to you as one of your citizens. You shall love him as yourself, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt." And finally, "Thou shalt not commit murder." So these quotes about justice and kindness teach Jews that they must believe in these important moral principles. The Torah helps to guide Jews on how they should care for others and look after the environment and punish those who break God's laws. Have a read of the tasks in the top right-hand side of the slide. Pause the video and have a go at one of the challenges. In addition to kindness and justice, Jews also believe in tikkun olam, healing or repairing the world. Jews believe they have a responsibility to look after the world and to make it a better place, as God's wondrous creation. Humans have no right to damage it. Have a look at the two videos that are in the orange box to find out some of the ways in which Jews can do this. The sanctity of life is an important belief for Jewish people. They believe that all life is holy as it's created and loved by God. Human life should not be misused or abused. Genesis 2 tells how God breathed life into Adam and the whole of creation. Life is therefore valuable and sacred because it is given by God. Because God gave life to humans, only God has the right to take it away. This means Jews have a duty to preserve life and should not do anything to quicken a person's natural death. Jews believe in the idea of pikuan nefesh. This is the belief in the sanctity of life. This is an obligation that Jews have to save a person's life if they can, even if doing so breaks Jewish law, like working on Shabbat. Examples of how you could break Jewish law include rescuing a child from sea, putting out a fire, or driving a sick person to hospital. Pikuan nefesh puts human life higher than Jewish law. Some Jews think a dying person should be kept alive as long as possible. Others think a patient's death should not be prolonged if they are in great pain. And some Jews believe that organ transplant surgery respects the sanctity of life. Because the Torah says you should live your life in accordance to the Torah, but God forbid you should die because you've been following the Torah. This means that there are instances when you are able to break Shabbat to save someone's life. So, in addition to the ways we have said on the previous slide, we have to take into consideration when the Torah was written. Okay, over 3,000 years ago, that information included some of the basic things that people could injure themselves during that period of time. This included fires, buildings collapsing, and people drowning in water. Modern day circumstances also include performing a life-saving operation and driving a sick or injured person to hospital. It says in the Talmud that he who destroys one soul of a human being, the scripture considers him as if he should destroy a whole world. So this quote is telling us that one person is equal to the value of everybody else in the whole wide world. So if we can save one life, then it's as if we are saving the lives of everybody in the whole world. Jewish tradition always elevates human life above all tradition. Whatever threatens to endanger life supersedes the Sabbath. Taking it further, investigate World Jewish Relief. Find out how they help with the key moral principle of Tikkun Olam. Who are World Jewish Relief? What do they do? Where do they work? And in what ways are they helping those in need? The Torah sets out that Jews should help those who are poor and vulnerable. How does World Jewish Relief do this?